So here in this video, we're going to have a look at how we enable Microsoft Copilot. And in some organizations, you may have Copilot turned on your desktop apps, but in this instance, we are looking how we turn it on online when you can't access it on your desktop app. So we're going to go to office.com, and we can see on the left a list of some of the different apps that we have available, and then also this button for all of our apps. So it's in here that we want to go to turn Copilot on so we can see it when we first come into Office 365. So we're going to come to Copilot, we'll click on these three little dots, and then we're going to pin it, and that will pin it to our apps on the left. So now if we click on Copilot, you can see we're going to get some prompts where we can start to have a conversation with Copilot. Here in this video, we're going to have a look at 5 quick things we can do with Copilot that I've found useful as I'm working with educators and students in terms of helping them to use AI in their work. So the first thing is to ask it the questions you don't know the answer to, and it will give you some pretty good responses. So for instance, I recently had someone asking how we can take a screenshot of a screen in Windows. These are the kinds of questions we can ask Copilot. So we're going to ask it the best ways to take a screenshot in Windows, hit enter, and we will get a list of all the different ways in which we can take those screenshots. We could also ask, how could you do this on the Mac? And it will give us a good guide of how to do that as well. So we get a guide on how to take a screenshot of the entire screen in both instances, and then also how to screenshot certain parts of the screen. Or we might want to ask how we can record a video of the screen. This is always useful if we are asking students to explain a problem or something they have, perhaps for their online class. Get them to record a video is a great way to get them to share exactly what they're seeing, and then they can share that with you. So on the Mac, super easy. On the Windows, there's some software to install to record a screen. So that's the first one, asking Copilot to answer those simple questions. Another useful one that popped up for me recently is the ability to transcribe things. So we can open up a new chat here. We're going to come to the add a file option at the bottom, and we're going to go to this photo. We'll open this up. This is a short text about animals in British Columbia, and we're going to ask ChatGPT to transcribe this. So this is super useful if you have photos of text on the screen that you want to be able to edit, copy and paste into Word. So just be mindful here that when you're uploading an image like this, you want to make sure there's no personal student data or personal student information within this text that you're uploading, and also that Copilot or other AI tools may make mistakes. So you want to kind of proofread the text, but it will give you a good starting point for a text to edit. Another very cool thing we can do with Copilot or with other AI tools like ChatGPT is we can ask it to make a quiz. So please make a quiz from the above text with 5 multiple choice questions, including an answer key. And so if we scroll down here, you can see it's made a quick quiz, nice for in-classroom learning. If we're exploring these types of topics with our students, then we can use this to generate some quick quizzes for our students. A fourth thing we can do here, we'll create a new chat, is we can create images with Copilot as well. So if we want to create image thumbnails or course tiles for our course, then we can do that here. So I'm going to ask Copilot, please make an image for a course tile for a graphic design 101 course on Moodle. We'll hit enter, and Copilot will start generating an image for us here. You will often find that with some text elements within these types of graphics that Copilot does make some mistakes. So please adjust this to include a laptop and to fix the type. And you can see we've still got some issues with the text there, so we're going to ask it to lose the text. To lose the text, but to keep the laptop and graphics, and this is looking pretty cool for my graphic design course tile. So one last very cool thing that we'll have a look at here is how to code with an AI tool like Copilot. So I'm going to create a new chat here, and if we roll things back to early computer games, people might remember the game Pong. I'm going to ask, please create a version of the game Pong in p5.js, which is an open source programming language. So we don't need to know any programming here, but we can ask ChatGPT to create the code for that for us. So we can show all the lines here. And if we scroll up, this is where we can copy this. We'll come to a new tab and we'll go to p5.js to the editor. And here we can paste in that code and press play. And you can see we've got a simple version of the game here. We can even use the up and down cursors to move this. The game is not quite working as well as it could do yet. It's actually very unfunctional, but you can see that even with a few short lines of code, we can get Copilot to create some quite advanced tools for us. If we come back to Copilot here and go to see more, then I created a version of this video game that works a little better earlier on. We'll just paste that in here and run this. And you can see I've even got an opponent here that I can play. And unfortunately, the opponent is programmed to be really good. But basically, this is all done with a few lines of English writing into Copilot. And we're able to create this kind of very simple video game to kind of demonstrate how easy it is to kind of program. And I've created a few other tools with AI and p5.js. And this is just a cool example to finish off with as we kind of explore these things. So we've got the ability to create these more advanced tools with Copilot, but also to do some things like transcribing or creating images that will be useful within our day-to-day teaching. So I hope it's a good overview of the range of things that you can do with AI using Copilot. And this is obviously built into many institutions with Copilot. And if you enjoyed this video or you do have any questions, then please do get in touch.